Welcome to This Week in Warframe, a series where I keep you updated on the past week of Warframe, from announcements made by DE that don't necessarily warrant their own videos to community fan art posts and updates. So without further ado, let's go over D's announcements and news from the 17th of June to the 23rd. Starting this week's episode off, I'm going to do a quick little PSA. First off, you can now enable item names on your inventory screen by going into your options menu interface and making sure it's enabled by clicking it. Because what's better than listening to community concerns than making it a fucking toggle enough by default? Anyway, the next thing is Tennocon is about 2 weeks away, and you can still purchase the digital pack if you want to. You'll get the Tennocon 2018 armor set, the 2018 Glyph, the 2018 Sigil, and an Orbiter decoration, as well as some platinum. I'm saying this because you won't be able to get it after Tennocon 2018 ends, so make sure you do so before. Also, for console players, Rebecca did state on Primetime and through a tweet that they are trying to get the sacrifice out before Tennocon, so fingers crossed that you do. Okay, moving on to actual stuff. We have Hotfix 23.0.3. I've already covered it. Limbo Prime, the Destreza Prime, and the Piranha Prime. Its Prime access and whatnot is live, so you can farm the aforementioned items by getting the relics on screen and farming it that way. Now, because that new Prime access has gone live, Necros Prime, the Galatine Prime, and the Tigris Prime have entered the vault, and because of that, the Syndicates have received new sacrifice items. So, the Arbiters of Hexus now requires a Mirage Prime Systems, the Cephalon Suitor Oberon Prime Chassis, and the Steel Meridian requires the Zephyr Prime Chassis and the Sybaris Prime stock. There was also UI fixes and improvements in there, but the other main important change was the change to the Dax Nakana skin and the Sacrifice Collection. They've seen a reduction, as stated in last week's video, so players who already bought that prior to it have received their platinum already, and it's now in your account. We then had Hotfix 23.0.4. This brought the Towsun Collection 2. Comes with the Towsun versions of the Magor armor set and Sindana, as well as skins for the Quartuk and Stubber. We also have the Vitruvian Glyph pack and the aforementioned method of getting item titles back in your inventory screen. There was also minor adjustments to the UI itself, such as changing the icons to make it easier to see, so if you have multiple items it'll say a little number as well as a check mark, and other such means. There was also controller improvements and fixes. We had minor changes, such as tweaking the Oblivia Prime Sindana to make it look more like the promotional material, which it didn't, and some minor changes that are now irrelevant. There was then 23.0.5, UI improvements once again, controller improvements once again, and changes. Now, the only real change here is that Orokin cells will now have a little pop-up notification when picked up. They improved the Riftwalker Prime Sigil to be more metallic. If you did not know, ever since the lighting update, the Prime Sigils have looked like utter shit, and due to feedback they've tweaked it to make it more metallic, but it still doesn't reflect what it looks like in the promotional material and what they used to look like. But they did state they will be going over the previous Prime Sigils, such as Nova Prime's one and the other one, and they'll be making those changes to make it more metallic. We then got the official list of Tennogen Round 13 accepted items. Comes with 4 skins from the Blade of the Lotus collection, Banshee, Rhino, Trinity, and Oberon. We got the Zephyr Strafe skin, the Necros Grak skin, Nova Corpora, Loki Kadama, and the Excalibur Ronin and Exaltation skins. There's only one Warframe helmet, the Necros Ion. Sindanas, we got the Icarus, Kunshu, Sephirim, Sirahoshi, Sildar, and Sideko. And 3 weapon skins and 1 Lisette skin, with the Afria Polearm, Eisen Sword, Ogun Hammer, and the Protege Lisette skin. It was a pretty short week for Warframe news. Moving on to community fan art. First off, we have a Loki Prime piece by Maria Veis. Now, this was for the ForTheFansByTheFans contest that DE ran beforehand, and you can pick it up for purchase on that website if you do want to get it as a t-shirt. We also have some really cool statue pieces of both Warframe and other little characters by KaniArtStudio. Personally, I like the Stalker one the best. They have Harrow and Banshee. There's a Nazha one in there as well, and some other ones, as I just stated. But if you do want to purchase one of these, or you just want to see other stuff that they make, head over to the links in the description. There's also everything else that I talked about as well. We also have Stalker's Operator by Hachi Baihaqi. Sorry if I got your name wrong. Really cool piece, and I love the art style. We also have DE's Angels by Ayla Vu. and it's basically the Warframe versions of the DE community team. So you have Steve, Rebecca, Megan, and Danielle, and finally a sacrifice spoiler, so I'll keep that previous photo running for now, and if you don't click off, fuck you up. So, Natah by Valentina-Paz, and boom. Really fucking creepy looking, but it looks fucking cool. Anyway, that concludes this week in Warframe. If you found the video informative, make sure to leave a like. If you think I can improve upon the series in any way, make sure to leave it in a comment down below, or your thoughts on anything that I talked about. Besides that, if you missed out on last week's episode, it definitely had more information than today's video. Make sure to click the annotation on the screen, it'll take you right to it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.